Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is going to be on the life and career of Colonel Olds. Now this idea actually came to us via an email from a friend of ours that goes by Ronan on the internet. So thank you, Ronan, and we certainly hope that you enjoy this. And for everybody else, we hope you learn a little bit about this amazing man and career fighter pilot. So Colonel Robin Olds was born on July 14th, 1922 in Honolulu, Hawaii, to a military family. His father, Major General Robert Olds, was an early aviation pioneer who heavily influenced Robin's passion for flight. Growing up in the shadow of his father's military career, Robin was deeply rooted in the traditions and the values of the United States Air Force from a young age. Robin's family moved frequently due to military assignments, but they eventually settled down in Hampton, Virginia, where he attended Hampton High School and went on to the United States Military Academy at West Point. At West Point, he excelled in academics and athletics. Robin was actually a standout football player, earning All-American honors as a tackle and a guard, showcasing his determination and leadership skills. After graduating from West Point in June 1943, Robin Olds immediately joined the U.S. Army Air Forces. He completed flight training and was assigned to the European Theater of Operations. Colonel Olds flew the P-38 Lightning with the 434th Fighter Squadron and later transitioned to a P-51 Mustang. During World War II, Robin demonstrated exceptional skill and bravery, becoming an ace with 12 confirmed aerial victories. His aggressive flying style and keen tactical mind earned him the reputation of a fearless leader and formidable adversary in the skies. He completed a total of 107 combat missions in Europe, displaying remarkable resilience and tenacity. Now, after World War II, Colonel Olds continued to serve in various capacities within the Air Force. He played a crucial role in developing the first U.S. Air Force jet demonstration team, which showcased the capabilities of the P-80 Shooting Star. His contributions to the advancement of jet aircraft tactics and the training were instrumental in shaping the future of the Air Force. Colonel Olds also held several command and staff positions, where he mentored young pilots and helped develop new air combat strategies. His leadership and expertise was highly regarded, and he quickly rose through the ranks. One of Colonel Olds' most significant contributions came during the Vietnam War, where he commanded the 8th Tactical Fighter Wing, known as the Wolfpack, out of Ubon Royal Thai Air Force Base. His innovative and aggressive tactics became the hallmark of his leadership. Operation Bolo, a meticulously planned mission aimed at luring North Vietnamese MiG-21s into a trap, happened on January 2nd, 1967. The operation resulted in the downing of 7 enemy MiGs, a significant victory that disrupted the enemy's air superiority and boosted the morale of U.S. forces. Robin's strategic brilliance and the audacity earned him the widespread acclaim and further solidified his status as a legendary fighter pilot. During the Vietnam War, the U.S. Air Force's 105 Thunder Chief fighter bombers were suffering heavy losses due to these North Vietnamese MiG-21s, also known as the fish bed. These interceptors were highly maneuverable and posed a significant threat to the slower, less agile F-105s. The rules of engagement at the time also limited the U.S. pilots' ability to engage the enemy effectively. Olds, in command of the 8th Tactical Fighter Wing, helped devise a plan to turn the tables on the North Vietnamese Air Force. The idea was to mimic flight paths, altitudes, speeds, and even formations typically used by the 105s. By doing so, the U.S. Air Force hoped to lure the MiG-21s into a trap. Now on January 2, 1967, Olds and his Air Wing launched 56 F-4C Phantom IIs from Ubon. The Phantoms flew along the same routes and used the same call signs as the 105s. The radar operators, believing that they were targeting bomb-laden F-105s, scrambled their MiG-21s to intercept. As the MiGs approached, they were met by agile, well-armed F-4 Phantoms, which had been waiting in ambush. The ensuing dogfight lasted for about 12 minutes and resulted in the destruction of 7 of those MiG-21s, with absolutely no losses from the U.S. side. This operation significantly reduced the North Vietnamese Air Force's capability for several months. Now, Operation Bolo was a resounding success and showcased Colonel Old's tactical genius. The mission not only boosted the morale of U.S. pilots, but also forced the North Vietnamese to reevaluate their air combat tactics. Old's leadership and innovative thinking were instrumental in turning the tide of the aerial phase of the Vietnam War. Robin Olds married Hollywood actress Ella Raines in 1947. The couple had 2 daughters. Their marriage was marked by a strong bond, but it faced challenges due to the demands of Robin's military career. After Ella's passing, Robin later married Abigail Morgan Sellers Barnett. Following his retirement from the Air Force as a brigadier general in 1973, Robin continued to influence the aviation community. He dedicated himself to mentoring young pilots, sharing his experiences, and advocating for advancements in air combat tactics. Now, throughout his illustrious career, Robin Olds received numerous decorations and honors, including the Air Force Cross, the Air Force Distinguished Service Medal, the Silver Star, the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Air Medal, and the Legion of Merit. Colonel Olds passed away on June 14, 2007, in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. But his legacy lives on. He is remembered not only for his remarkable achievements as a fighter pilot, but also for his leadership, innovation, and unwavering commitment to the principles of the United States of America and the U.S. Air Force. Colonel Olds' life story serves as an enduring testament to the courage, ingenuity, and dedication that define true heroism. His contributions to aviation and military strategy continue to inspire generations of pilots and military personnel around the world. We could try to explain even more of who this person was. Instead, we want to give you a little bit of insight through his own words in this taped interview.
We're talking about Vietnam, obviously. I got home about the last day of September, 1st of October, on a Friday. My family in Washington. I'm on leave. Phone rang Saturday. Said, get over here to the Pentagon. Chief of Staff wants to see you Monday morning. I said, I'm on leave. He said, it doesn't matter, the chief wants to see you. I said, yes, sir, okay. I reported into his office. He's the one that walked up to me and said, take off that mustache. Yes, sir. The next thing I knew, he briefed me, and I'm in the Oval Office of the White House. You know, God, me? LBJ was the president. So I'm sitting on the end of a couch. He's on an easy chair, and his aide, a colonel, Air Force colonel, was sitting on my right. And Mr. President said, welcome home, Colonel. You did well. Thank you very much, sir. Well, what's it like to be home? That was the weekend that thousands and thousands of hippies marched on the Pentagon. Now, sir, when my daughter Chris had told me what hippies were, I said, sir, who are all those funny-looking people that marched on the Pentagon yesterday? And I'm going to quote for you folks. He said, I got 240,000 boys over there in Vietnam. When those boys come home, they'll tell the American public what's happening. And I said, wait a minute. That's your job, not mine. Well, of course, you don't say that. So the best thing I could think of to come up with said, sir, I've been home since Friday. Been to a couple of dinner parties. no one asked me where I've been or what I've been doing for the past year. In case somebody does ask, what would you like me to tell them? I'm thinking, end of career. He glared at me, and then he said, well, Colonel, you tell them, I'm quoting, that we are preventing the North Vietnamese from interfering in the democratic process in South Vietnam. I said, I'm sorry, sir, I can't say that. Well, why not, Colonel? Well, sir, if that's why we're there, I don't want to be the one that spreads the word. Ooh. It was grim for a few minutes, but I hand the man full credit. He let me talk. He listened. And he sent me down the next morning to talk to his chief security advisor in the basement of the Pentagon, of the White House. We argued for a couple of hours. How come he gets to fly it and I don't?
But thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for this episode. Be sure to check out Xanatos Music at xanatosmusicproductions.com. Until next time, guys.